Alright. Alright, here we are. Yeah. So, Ilonda is still incredibly powerful. Max basically every stat. So the issue here is, like, these guys are gonna go double dipping. Like, they both have the same general move, and the same range. So, like, I need to bring two of them down, and then kill them at the same time. So that'll force that one over there. It'll force both of them to target him, actually. He's got 21 res. So 12 damage. Well, actually, he ignores the resistance of the target. So he's going to do 33. And then this will do 21 or whatever. I also have to be careful of these guys down here, because they're going to be a problem. Do I have any weapons? No, I don't. Well, nothing killed me yet, but, you know, give it a little bit. Okay, so one of them will go after him. You'll go there. How you doing today, Freeze, by the way? Doing alright. Oh, I did not know those were there. Alright, that adds a problem. Just summoning endless skull guys, huh? Yeah, he summons them every turn, which I don't love. I just have to wipe these guys. It's a special ability that the ghosts have, or the shadows. Whenever I kill them, or whenever I get in a fight with them, I take 20% of the damage. I take 20% of my HP damage after every skirmish with them, whether I kill them or not. Which, as you can imagine, is kind of problematic. I have to be super careful of what I choose to do here. What's the range on the Dawnbreaker? It goes 2. So like he theoretically, if I sit right there, I could probably hurt one really bad. That puts me in a weird spot, so I have to be very careful. I mean, he can't actually step here, but he can step over here. So... I mean, what's his attack power? His attack power is 53, and he has Flare, which can halve my resistance. So 53 damage. Ugh, it's not great. It's honestly not great. I can do certain things here, maybe. Oh yeah, she's silenced, so she can't... Oh, that's even more annoying. Yeah, she's kind of OP as hell now, because her stats are insane. She's maxed literally everything, except luck. And strength, but she's never maxing strength. But yeah, so basically, every one of these books counts as a life, so every time I kill him, he loses a book. Is she the one who can... Oh, she's the one who can frickin' do that. I hate that. Oh, I forgot about this stupid guy over here. Well, that makes things even worse. Alright, let's kill this guy. Okay, now he's dead. So I don't have to worry about him. But now I have to, like, rescue everybody out. Or certain people out. I mean, I still don't think he can kill her. Because, like, his power's 53. And she has 60 health and 35 res, so it's 22 damage. She can half it to add more. Is she immune to crits? No, she's not. Which I don't like. I mean, her luck is so high, she likely will never get critted. But still. So now Ahmed and her... So yeah, she'll either get attacked or Ahmed will get attacked. Most likely Ahmed will be the one selected. Yeah, it's curtains for you, Lightbringer prick. You face Styxia's mightiest meatwalker, Masher Man. Ahmed, the happy skeleton. Ahmed, so it's really you. You've deceived the others. But I know your secret. What a weirdo. I have no idea what you mean. I have studied the ancient records, Undying One. I know who you really are, a parasitic life form, feeding off whoever is Styxia's current king. The Lightbringers kept a record of your movements. You've not been as quiet as you expected. Oh my god, you sure have a vivid imagination, making up random stuff. You tried to hide your true self, but you were noticed. You cling to life through a vile ritual, Deadwalker. Who does Darius think you are? Some old friend of his? How long have you told him lies to assuage his fears? Buddy, you talk too much. Quit making stories up. You have the wrong guy. After I kill the others, I'll put you to eternal rest. You'll never rise again. Husband of Morganas. You're starting to piss me off, mouthy man. No more talk from you. Let me shut you up. Ooh. Yeah, he's dead. But he'll be back. Yep. The problem is, it doesn't really matter. So 18 damage, and then if Flare triggers, yeah, I have to kill him a lot. 18 damage. If Flare triggers, it halves my res, which, you know, is 35. So let's say it rounds down, so I lose 18, so his damage increases by 18. He could do 36, but he can't really kill me. Oh, that's a hair. That's terrible. Okay, so 21 damage. Yeah, so he could do 21 damage to me, and he would cut my res in half, so he would do 36. Yeah, so I'm fine. You must be Lady Helga. It's an honor to meet you. I'm not sure what I've done to earn your admiration. My confidants say that you saved my sister from death. I am grateful to you. Isn't Lady Yolanda a direct threat to your rule? Why kill Baudimon, but not your blood sister? My goal is to preserve the survival of my house. Baudimon and Yolanda were a threat together, but alone Yolanda would not harm my interests. If I died, she would still save the Lightbringers. You killed your brother for such a pathetic reason? Typical Southerners, caring only about power struggles. I don't merely seek power for power's sake. I only use it to further my ambitions of saving Andaron. That's what all tyrants say. I'm not a tyrant. They say that too. Yeah, you think you've won? It will take a lot more. Alright. So we've managed to sorta deal with some of this, but, you know, there's still things... Okay, do I have a restore staff? I do. My problem is that, like, my health is not great. Just gonna keep summoning these bums forever, because they're not that scary. No, she's always had that. One of her abilities is that she gets 2 movements. That's why she's so good. Like, she gets 2 extra movement by default. But maybe I gave her a boots or something, I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, that's also possible. Oh yeah, let's just bring all of them. 1 death, 2 deaths, these numbers don't matter to me. I'm invincible, unstoppable. I will rule Andaron properly. Oh, let's just add more of them. He opened another rift. Mortimer's gone mad. Son of a... Alright, let's... What are the new ones? Okay, this guy has Void Light. It stones you, so I don't want to get hit by any of it. He also has Lightbringer. So allies within 2 tiles recover 20% HP. Yikes. And what did he gain? Okay, so he gained 2 attack power again. His stats went up. He also learned Vantage. So, you know, it's one... Yeah, if HP is below 50%, he will strike first. Yeah, I think these are all, like, fragments of his soul or something. I don't know. Oh, don't love that. I have to see what the range of these guys are. Yeah, because like they're gonna be coming out of the woodwork to blast me. Yeah, that move can't kill. But, like, if I got hit again, it would. Alright. We learned some stuff about Ahmed, though. Yeah, we learned about Ahmed. So we have done some stuff. I mean, we still have to deal with all these... because I'm 2020. There's no more experience to be gotten. Where's the other portal? Oh, it's over there. Alright, Fred, just hang out with the Gladiolus. Your job is to murder these fuckers. Even if they have Horse Slayers or Shamshears, whatever. Their attack is 29, your defense is 29, they can't hurt you. Nothing to be worried about. Okay, so I just need to stay out of the way of these guys, and put Ailanda... Yeah, she can't get anywhere. I mean, these guys are all gonna wander at me anyway, so I'll have to figure out what I want to do. A part of me really wants to just, like, trigger this guy. Yeah. Plus, I think the real reason is so I can't go kill these books, because they have no stats. So, like, if I went up and murdered the books, he would just die. Okay, yeah, so, like... I assume this one's just gonna charge at me, so like I just need to bring somebody who can do a lot of damage and insta-kill without getting killed. But I need to get out of the way of these guys. Like, I don't want to get stoned, so I gotta be really careful. First of all, I'm going to put Ahmed right here to take away some hits and make it so that Monk Guy can't get him. They're all going to charge Ahmed because he's there. really just do that? Ah, I'm annoyed. If I sit there, am I fine? Am I safe from attacks? I mean, I put myself in a really bad position if I do that. His res isn't very good. So... I mean, how much damage will he take? He'll take 12. His avoid's 87 and its hit is 138, so it's not like the worst. He's only going to get attacked once by this move, which can silence him. It's got 48 attack. It has 28 speed, but it won't double him. So 48, right? Yeah, 48 damage. So 36. I mean, he theoretically is fine. Actually, there's a way out of this, but I hate it. Actually, no, there isn't. Never mind. There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, Jaka's here, so like I could put him like right there to block, because like, what if I do, then Jaka gets hit by 2 things, which I don't love. You know? Like, his avoid is 101 though, which is pretty good. I mean, they likely won't hit him. But like, 49 and 48. So it'd be 30 and 31. So yeah, I think Jaka would theoretically live. Oh wait, no. Because the 20% damage would kill him. So I can't do that. That's a little too dangerous. That guy could have hurt. Wow. Freaking Ahmed dodging everything. The hero of the day. Oh yeah, just one random ass Gorgon over here. That thing's not even scary. Okay, now I have to think about this, because like his range will determine what I do. Okay, that knocks out 2 of them. Fortunately, this guy's just gonna come for me regardless of what I do. Like, I'm not that scared of the rest of it. It's just, I don't want to be in his range if I can help it, and these fuckers are gonna make my life suck. Not enough damage. first things first, I'm gonna move... Wait. How much do you do? You do 50 damage to me. So that's 40 damage. What's the weight of a tomahawk? 14? So I don't lose any speed if I equip the tomahawk. Okay, good. I'm out of range, so that's a win for me. I could use Hope's Fire on him. If I do that, I put myself in a really bad spot, maybe. But yeah, I could walk up, dance, and then get out if I really needed to. But like, this guy's in the way, so he makes it not so easy. What I want to do here. What is he? Okay, he has a Shamshir. So I can put him there. That will draw his attention. These guys can just pass through stuff, which I hate. So I think the spot beside Coulter is safe. So now it's just, you know, a couple of people in weird positions that I don't like. Okay, Jaka's the only one in range now. and then he'll come down here to Ahmed. So now I just have to, like, set it up so that I'm ready. So I think the spot beside Tendaris is safe. From everybody. Damn it, he critted. That's unfortunate. I can only double him with the Allspice? Oh, he's gotten fast enough that I can't get away with it anymore. Well, that kind of blows a little bit. But that's still fine. Okay, are there any dudes up here that I have to worry about? No. Damn, I wish I was faster. Tendaris. Disappointing. Shit. This shadow is gonna live for a bit. Which I hate. Wait, what are you confused about? Why didn't who get hit? Oh, her? Oh, because 3 range. Longbow is 3 range. This weapon's only 1 to 2, so I can use the longbow and kind of snipe these guys without fear that they're gonna hit me. King Darius, I'm surprised to see you're still here. Really? And why's that? Your father's rotting beneath the dirt. You have your throne. Why bother coming here to risk your life for a total stranger? Jaka's not a stranger to me. I gave him my word, you know. A king must keep his promises. Expect me to believe that you're bound by honor? I have spied on you for years. I know what you are. You're the same as Kangat. I'm nothing like my father. If anything, I'm more like you. I know myself. If you're like me, that's even worse. The difference is, I'm not seeking mere power. And what do you seek? Humor me, Styxian King. I seek to be remembered as the greatest king who ever lived. I'll carve my name into Styxian history for all eternity. People will sing songs about me for as long as Styxia exists, and maybe even after that. So you seek the admiration your father never gave to you? What I seek is immortality, an undying body and soul. Immortals exist, we call them demons. Come now, Mortimer, you're not a fool like the rest. You should know about the so-called World Walkers. Joseph and his father were both undying immortals. They are not demons either. The power is within reach. Do you know how Joseph and his father became immortal? I do not, but I seek that knowledge all the time. Perhaps I will even find it someday before I die. That I will not have to live on as a mere lich. I will not barely cling to life through a corpse. I will get to enjoy all of Terra's riches for myself. In the end, you and I are not alike at all. You're the sort of monster that I want to eliminate the most. Too bad you'll be dying here, King Mortimer. When you get to Hell, tell my daddy dearest I said hello. Hell is too good a place for the likes of me. Once again, Ooga Booga is 3 range, so he can't stop me. I hate you so much. You deceived us all. From my point of view, I had no choice but to do so. Enemies of the Lightbringers lurked around every corner. But Jaga, I did not want to kill Bowdymon, you know that. This isn't about Bounty-Mon. You ruined just about Bounty-Mon. You ruined so many lives. Elan and her baby boy, Bounty-Mon's Uncle Roberts, the slaves you shipped off to Styxia to be raised as undead, the Tomatans who died in the civil war you instigated, every last soul who perished down in Alvaro's dungeon, the villagers who lived along Andaron's northern coast, the Steel Knights you tricked into dying for no reason. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, Jaka. I don't like the fact people had to die senselessly, but would 10,000 deaths not be better than 1,000,000? When the demons invade, we will face extermination. Sounds to me like you had a solvable problem at hand, but you chose the most brutal possible solution to it. Why kill thousands in the first place? It wasn't necessary. That's where we disagree. I have no regrets. I did what nobody else would have been willing to do. No regrets, huh? You don't even regret killing Bowd? Alright, I have one regret. Now my sister has to die too. But this time, it's your fault for bringing her here. The hell it is. Am I not strong enough? I cannot take these hits. If this continues, I will. Father? No, that's not you. You're only a shadow woman. Damn you, Mortimer. I did not know that was gonna trigger. She officially, yeah, she officially maxed every stat. Level 11 Saint now. 35, 30, 30, 40, or actually it's 50. And she has, yeah, so she's in a good spot. I mean, this fucker is still alive, and I don't like that. I also don't like these Gorgons being alive either. That's annoying. Damage, 39 hit. Yeah, I think I do need to have her attack the Shadow Woman, maybe. Fred holding the fort down. Gotta be careful, I'm gonna run out of gladiolus soon at this rate. I have a feeling that this last one is going to be the biggest pain in the ass. Yep, 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 yep. Oh, Jesus. What's happening to me? What is this feeling? No, no, this can't be. Oh, now we're dealing with that. Oh, the fire's gone, though. So I can charge right at him. Okay, what did he get? Oh, he got Wrath, too. So if his HP is below 50, he gets that. But his stats have weakened a considerable amount. I just need him to get the... Oh, he can't move. Okay, that's even better. Oh, hello. Hello, you. But you're very strong. Christ. Pride of Steel. 2 damage and take -2. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. Oh, okay, there's 2 of them. Alright. Let's deal with these bums first. These guys are coming at me, but their range isn't that great. Oh, but this fucker's over here. Okay, how strong is this dragon boy? He's got 204 hit. Yeah, he's not dying. Yeah, the Gladiolus is almost out of juice. 2. Oh, she didn't cap. Yeah, she almost did. Yeah, that guy's dead. Okay, so we've wiped all of the original drones away. I just have to set up for frickin' Galahad, or what's his face, his ass. You know. I mean, I can just walk up to him, but the problem is his avoid's 104, so like, I'm gonna have to poke at him a little bit. But like, when he gets below 50% HP, he becomes terrifying. You know, because he'll attack first, and he gets 50 crit, and his crit was already 37, so it becomes 104, or no, it becomes 87. Not 104, I don't know what it is, smoking. What do these guys have? Void Cleaver. It ignores defense? Ugh. So, 46 base damage. I have to wipe all of them off the map, like, immediately. I just have to make sure I'm not in range of any shot. Wait, am I in range of Dragon Guy? No, I'm not. Hopefully he'll never get to me. But yeah, we know they're coming. So let's just set up and get ready to charge those bastards. Because, like, I'm gonna have to take all of them out, I think, in one turn. I think that's what I want to do. I just have to make sure that, like, they don't have Gale Force or something stupid. Which they don't. So I just have to make sure I'm out of range of this stuff, because they're going to hurt me hard. I mean, they're not fast, which is their weakness. Oh my god! Ahmed is a fucking champion. He is such a champion. Well, now he's dead. I know, he is just... He's hard to beat. Oh, that guy critted me. Oh no. Those guys are just there to make sure you don't camp, I guess. Oh yeah, let's bring 2 more of these fuckers in. Why not? Whatever, man. I don't care that much. It's fine. I mean, it's slightly irritating, but whatever. It is what it is. I mean, can this guy even reach? No, he can't. So, like, if I sit here with a Peck Shats, I can actually do good damage. Oh, I got lethality. Get out. Excellent on that end. Lethality is busted, though. And this guy... I just have to make sure these guys can't, like, attack me from stupid locations. You're dead. Come on, strength. Nope. More magic that she can't get because she's already maxed out magic. It's fine. Oof. I mean, that's good, but it's also terrible. What's the void thing's range? It's just 1. So, like, I can poke at it from wherever. With Ooga Booga. Now, this is a guaranteed not kill. Ugh. Okay, I can't... I don't like that. That pisses me off. It's fine. I'm not super worried about it. Meanwhile, let's have Fred come back up. I mean, these guys are coming, but I'm not that scared of them. So he can summon more of these. That's annoying. Well, I just have to, like... I just have to wallop them. At a level where they can't come back, or I'm in a position to murder Mortimer next turn. Wow, that is the most death I've ever seen. Well, you tried. Did it make a difference? Not particularly. True. Okay, now it's just this, so now I can move up. I just have to make sure I'm out of his range. I do remember that. Of course I remember that. That was amazing. It's like the best thing he ever did. Will always remember him for that. It's time. Time to murder this bum. He can't be able to get one-shotted, right? No, I don't think so. Alright, if Ilonda attacks him... I mean, it's gonna be a slow, painful thing, I think. If I attack him with this, that's not bad, actually. I just have to make sure whatever I do to him, doesn't put him below half. Because if he gets put below half, then I'm in deep crap. What about the Ragnarok? Wow, that actually does a lot of damage. Like, that kills. That's a good killing option. Wow, that's how good his defense is. 50%. So that means if he gets to 34? No, 39. If he gets to 39 health, then all of his crap triggers and I get in trouble. The good news is, with Auspice, I can do 40, though the odds are kind of bad. Unless I bring up, him, because I can give an extra percent hit here. So, like, if I do that, and I attack, I have a 92% chance of guaranteeing a hit. Which isn't bad. And Starfall will hit. Certain things I'm not doing. Yeah, because, like, what are his abilities? He's got 47 power. He gets a void. And he can get 50 crit. But with no crit possible, it doesn't matter. And she has Miracle. So, like, Flare will half my damage, so it's 47, and then 18 is 55. Wait, no. No, I'm not thinking about it right. Sorry, my math was off. It's 47, 47 and 17 becomes 30. No, I want Jaka to do it. She's at 50. I need to get him down. If I can just do 10, then I win. Okay, good. He got the 40. Now this should kill. There's a 92% chance this kills. But if it doesn't, I'll dance again and I'll do something. Can I longbow him? Oh no, but it's not worth the risk. Got him. Get out. And his abilities can't trigger because Allspice attacks 2 consecutive times. So I didn't even give him the chance to use Wrath or... That stuff's insane. Like, it's like an 80% chance. If everything's triggered together, there's like an 80% chance he attacks first. He has 87 crit. He reduces your res by half. Like, it's not worth it for me. I don't want to deal with it. Forgive me, Brianna. I've broken my promise. Oh. Please tell me he doesn't have, like, a satanic boss thing or something. Now fight the Demon King! He's level 800, he has 5 million stats. Nowhere to run. Damn, you look pathetic. Your skin's so gaunt. I burned my soul to fight you. And yet, it still wasn't enough. You stupid bastard, why would you go so far? Even if you won, you'd die afterwards. You were right about me, I haven't been honest. Not with you or Ilonda. Not even with myself. I wanted it to be me who saved Andaron. I killed Bod because of nothing but my greed. I'm lower than a rat. Yeah, you are. But it doesn't mean I was wrong. The darkness is still coming. In what, the 3rd game where Amon and the Lightbringer child are gonna, like, fucking fight them back or something? Might even end up... The Lightbringer might even be a girl. Who knows? Then they'll get married and have other kids or something. I don't know. A Lightbringer with dark powers would be interesting. Doesn't mean I was wrong. Darkness is still coming. That boy of Ilonda's, that Amon, he's been touched by the void. I see now my actions have led to the future I wanted to stop. He'll become an avatar of evil when he ages, an agent of chaos. You don't know that, you're guessing. I'm dying, Jock, I'm dying. I don't have much time left, neither does my sister. But she lost her soul trying to protect her son's life. I lost mine because I wanted to play the role of a hero. She was selfless, and I selfish. I was ready to kill you, but I guess you've even taken that joy from me. No point stabbing a man who's about to collapse. Before I die, I have one question. Brianna, will you treat her well? I know you hate me, but she's a kind soul who's never hurt a fly. She murdered a bunch of people in Chapter 29 with her ridiculous skill. So she did hurt people. We will take the baby from Brianna. We'll raise her child with love. But Brianna was silent while her house committed atrocities. She even wielded Alvaro's horrors against us in Holtmeyer's battle. She will spend the rest of her days in prison. Please, can't you spare Brianna the misery of living in a cell? She needs to raise our child. I spared your family members. You wouldn't take a mother from her child, would you? My decision is final. Be glad I'm showing this much care for her. If she acts well in prison, I may allow her to visit the child, but frankly, since she's allied with you, I don't care much for her. I see, so you'd even take this from me. Doc, I wish to speak with my brother. Of course. Sister, have you come to chastise me? You don't have long left. Let's not focus on the unpleasantries. Mortimer, I forgive you. What? But why? Intellectually, I understood why you did what you did. I understood why you felt you needed to kill Bowdymon. You thought you were going to save humanity from a threat, but emotionally I couldn't bring myself to forgive you. Not until now, after seeing you here in this condition. You've suffered so much, my brother. Maybe more than me. It must have tormented you, thinking you had to kill Bod, thinking it was the only way to protect everyone's future. Yes, I loved him. I didn't want to do the deed. You've extinguished your soul. You cannot enter the afterlife. The great beyond won't allow you. Neither will heaven nor hell. When you die, your body will not enter the cycle of samsara. For that reason, I pity you. You could have been a great leader. Or perhaps I was damned from the day I was born. Yes, that is also a possibility. When you see Bowdymon, can you tell him I'm sorry? I'm afraid I won't be able to tell him myself. I'll do that. Thank you. My sister. Had I succeeded in killing Cathus, I might have met an end like this. Such a tragic fate for Mortimer. If only he'd found a better way. Uncle Alistair, I don't have much strength left in me. Can you take Mortimer's body? Give him a proper burial? He's not worthy of the last light, but he's still... Of course, say no more. I'll bury him with dignity. Thank you. The King's revolution has finally come to an end. Ultimately, he succumbed to his own hubris. Ancestor Zacharias, the Regalia, can we preserve their power? No, they have exhausted their energy and become ordinary. The ancestors within have all perished. Soon I'll join them. That's tragic. Did we do the right thing, Ancestor Zacharias? Was killing my brother truly virtuous? What if he was right? Have we damned Andaron? The Regalia are but tools. Tools are meant to be used. If Aurora falls, my father will send an envoy someday. They will retake that which has become lost to you. But if future generations wish, they may forge new Regalia. Artifacts able to beat back the demonic hordes of hell. That is the power of us humans. So long as we draw breath, we will never give up our hope. You're right, Ancestor Zacharias. Thank you for enlightening me. Say your goodbyes to your friends, Daughter of Light. You've not much time left. Jaka, for this last part, can we keep it private? I can't bear to say so many goodbyes to everyone. Right, I'll tell them when this is all over. Everyone, if you could give me and Ilonda some solitude. Helga, wait, before you go. What is it? I wanted to thank you, Helga. Thank you for giving me life. Because of you, I was able to spend some time with Amon. It's the least I could do. Don't even worry about it. I have a selfish request. Feel free to refuse it. Can you raise Amon in my absence? Show him the love that I cannot? It would mean the world to me. I won't have much time to spend with him, you know. My death will only cause him further heartbreak. I want good people surrounding my son as he grows into a man. You're one of the best I know. Me, a Scottian witch? A good friend. Alright, I'll do the best I can. Sigrid always did want a brother. I'll last like three months, but it's fine. Thank you, Helga. I'll be waiting for you to join me. I'll sever our soul link now. Goodbye, Ilonda. We'll meet again soon. Yeah, I know, she's gone very soon. Is she gonna go back to looking like a very dead person? Your aura, it's fading. The luminous shrine cannot sustain me much longer. But before I go... Amon, where did he... When I'm gone, I hope you and Helga will treat Amon well. Oh, you can just teleport him around? Okay. I know Mortimer believed my son would become a monster, but perhaps if you raise him, that won't happen. Don't worry, I'll make sure he grows into a fine man. I'll tell him all about you and Bod and the rest. So he's... Yeah, I'm assuming the third game of this series is going to be about Amon when he's an adult struggling with evil or whatever. Whenever they release that game. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, she can just warp him. She has a warp staff on him. Thank you for everything. Or like a rescue staff at all times with infinite range. What is this place? I used Lumina's remaining power. This is the hallway of light. The door to the great beyond. Is Baudimon gonna be here? Ilonda. Take care of Amon. I know you'll make a good father. We will watch over you. Yeah, exactly. We? Well, of course, there he is. There's Baudimon. Ah. Brett Baudimon, man. I know he died ages ago, but still. Bod, Isla. Goodbye. Epilogue. Yeah, she gets to die as a saint with maxed every stat, which is nice. 1 week has passed since Jaka beat King Mortimer in the Lumina Shrine. Today, Jaka and his allies gather inside the Malthrak Royal Palace. They have fought long and hard, and now they'll prepare for the future. Well, yeah, I had to make sure she went into the afterlife unhittable. Dear friends, thank you all for coming. I appreciate you being here today. We've been through a lot together. We were outcast, forced into exile. Then we returned here as conquerors and deposed that villain Mortimer. For the last year, we fought the battle Baudimon and Ilanda started. Neither of them are with us anymore, but they live on in their son, Amon. In time, he will reign as the new king, but that era is not yet here. Amon shall need someone to rule in his stead until he comes of age. Lord Theodore of House Rose protected Lady Ilanda on the road for years. He kept her safe from soldiers and assassins when no one else could. He pledged his life and went above and beyond what was expected of him. There is no better person to act as our king's protector and advisor. Will you lead us as King Regent until Amon comes of age to rule Andaron? I will. Thank you for this honor. I hope to be worthy of it. Your house is undergoing hard times after the betrayal of Lord Samuel. However, now you will reside in the palace, watching Amon as he grows. I swear that I will see House Rose restored to its former glory. We will take care of little Amon as if he were our own. Of our own. I've no doubt that you will. Sir Albert of House Lightbringer, please step forward. Albert, you were once known as Alasdair the Nightbringer. You attempted to murder your brother, the former king. When you failed, you fled into exile to escape punishment. It is true, I do not deny it. Considering how Mortimer's killed Baudimon, that's weird. You should be punished. It would be hypocritical for us to let you off easily. I do not disagree. In the end, Lady Ilanda forgave you. I believe her word takes precedence. It was her father you tried to kill, yet she showed you forgiveness. Yeah, she forgives you for trying to kill the father, but, you know, who cares about what the father thought? Then again, he was kind of messed up anyway. I think we can all agree that you have more than atoned for your past wrongdoings. Henceforth, you shall walk freely around the Lightbringer Palace as Lord Alasdair again. Thank you, I do not know what to say. I don't feel like I deserve this kindness. Don't think this is a charity case. You will have plenty of work to do here. After all, who better than you to teach little Amon about House Lightbringer? Once he is older, you will also teach him how to properly wield a sword. For the rest of all your remaining years, I want you to pledge your life to him. Help us raise him into a true Lightbringer. Will you do that, Lord Alasdair? I will gladly. However, I ask that no one calls me by that name again. Alasdair was a cruel man. He tried to hurt those he claimed to love. Henceforth, I wish only to be known as Albert, a scholar and a priest. Very well, Albert, so it shall be. Lady Isabel of House Steel, please step forward. Are we doing this for everybody? At 5:10, we will start multiplayer. Sadly, both of Thorgrim's sons are now gone. That leaves you as sole heir to House Steel. This is not a position I ever thought I'd find myself in, nor did I want this. However, my father did not raise me to run away from my responsibilities. I will carry the mantle of my house. Then your future sons and daughters will become the next heirs of Castle Steel. I suppose this means we will need to find a new commander of the City Watch. I won't lie, I'll miss my old job, but I'm sure you will find someone competent. At least I hope so, for the city's sake. Lord Sham, step forward. Buggy, step forward. No. Most of the family was wiped out during the war, much to my regret. Ferdinand! No. You are now left as the last living heir to House Windlass. Well, I mean, your sister's still alive. I cannot dictate your family's fate. Only you can do that now, Shaw. Crixus! You were sucked and you were useless. Go away. The decision is yours. What will you do? I am not a leader. I never was, and I don't think I ever will be. I'm not like my father or brother. Who am I to decide? A few years ago, I was a lowly mercenary. We're never ready for these things. You have to throw yourself into them. You become the new lord, or you don't. Personally, I'm leaning towards fleeing the country and traveling far away, to some remote, distant island where no one can bother me ever again. That's the easy answer, at least. And the difficult one? I know that the people who died for me would not be happy with that. They would want me to pick the hard choice, even if I personally do not. Then you will become the next Wind Lord. House Windlace is now under your rule. I'll try my best, that's all I can promise. That's all anyone can promise. Yeah, see, she's still here. But you won't be doing it by yourself. I'll be right there beside you, brother. We'll both rebuild our house together and keep it strong for generations. I know that Jacob would be so proud of you if he could see you now, Sean. You're lucky to have such a devoted sister. Take good care of each other, alright? Yeah, come now. Let's go before I regret my decision. Nobles of House Darkholme, please step forward. I have no idea what the hell you guys did, but whatever, you're fine. House Darkholme decided to be neutral during the conflict, as is your style. I feel like you guys are still shady. All I ask is that you continue doing what you've done for years. Record this conflict in your books and make sure Andaron never forgets it. King Mortimer's actions must never be forgotten, lest they be repeated. Don't worry, I shall compose a beautiful song about our... That won't be needed, Angelus, just write it down in the books. A jokester till the end, I see. Of course I shall write a song. I will even sing it to you myself. Wait, I wasn't... Never mind. Kurt and Haley, please step forward. I should have used Kurt. He's better than Haley. While Lord Liam and Lord Gabriel are gone, the future of House Ring is not yet lost. You two came to me before the ceremony with a wish. I'll let you speak it directly. Yeah, he's a lot better because he can use a sword when he's promoted, and he has more movement. So with Gale Force, he can run around the map. It's like, Haley's good, but Gale Force is like the most broken regalia in the game. Like, it gives you effective damage, it gives you Gale Force, it increases your crit. Yeah, I'm just doing Epilogue, so we'll start multiplayer after I finish the Epilogue mark. Many years ago, before the rebellion, a fire broke out in my home castle. It was started by my sons who wanted me gone so they could rule instead. I survived, but I was heartbroken and fled into exile in the mountains. For years I called myself Kurt, but my real name is Wilbert of House Ring. And this is my daughter, Haley. Shortly after Father fled the castle, I ran away from home as well. I've always been a bastard, but my brothers still saw me as a threat. I knew I wouldn't last long there. Now my sons are dead, and while I mourn as a father, the world is a better place. Now I want to return to my post as Lord of House Ring, and I have another wish. You were a bad dad then. Or maybe your kids were just junk. Ask. I would like Haley to be recognized as a true-born noble of House Ring. Father, I would never ask of this. No, but I will. I want you to be my heir. I am old, and I will not have more children. Well, I mean, with your track record, you shouldn't have any more. They're just gonna end up being evil. You are House Ring's future now. Only a king can legitimize a bastard, so the decision does not fall to me. However, I spoke with Theodore before the ceremony, and we both agreed. But bumped. Haley, from this day forth, you will be a true-born noble of House Ring. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. Dry your tears, little arrow. This is a day for joy. I'm happy, Father. Truly I am. This is just a lot to take in. I pray that more happy days await you both. Lady Ariel, please step forward. I never used you. I mean, Garam's better. Probably. One of you in the next run, for sure. For far too long, House Ashburn has been known as brutal rulers and tyrants, and you had to suffer a false reputation being known as the Ashburn Butcher. I'd like to apologize to you on behalf of everyone here who believed it. Though an interesting thing is her ancestor was a centaur, so there was like some centaur-human sex over there, and somehow they ended up being human at the end? No, we haven't yet. I don't know, man. I mean, it's just doing it with a horse, I guess, and... But, like, what about in between? Like, were there some kids born with, like, 2 horse feet and, like, 2 human feet or something? Like, I don't know. It feels like it's really hard to get there. But they found a way to get there. I'd like to apologize to you on behalf of everyone who believed it. I do not blame any of you for buying into my father's lies. You have proven that to all of us that you are nothing like Lord Joffrey. It is time for you to prove it to the rest of Andaron as well. I believe that in time, not only your reputation, but that of your families as well will improve. Thank you. I want to believe so as well. I will rule House Ashburn with dignity. We will treat our people fairly and work to regain trust, even if it takes years. Lord Fred of Spirit... Fred! Fred was MVP, man. Lord Alexander dragged the name of your house through the mud. You will have a lot of work to do restoring your family's reputation. However, if anyone can pull it off, I know it can be you, Fred. It's with a heavy and sorrowful heart that I take the mantle of leadership. But know this, I will not rest until I have repaired the damage my cousin did. The people of Andaron shall sing the praises of House Speargarden again. This I swear on my honor as a knight. Lord Cyrus of Flameguard. Many are the crimes of your house, and you have much to answer for. I do not know if House Flameguard can be redeemed in our lifetime. It's pretty bad. However, I would like an attempt to be made, even if it is a futile one. Will you accept this burden? On the honor of my brother, the late Lord Gareth, I'll do what I can. I'll make good on my promise for a better future for us all. However, that future does not belong to me, as text box is off the thing, but to Jesse and Natalie, Gareth's children. I know they still struggle with trauma due to the monster Alvaro, but they will get past it. I will do my best to guide them and make sure they become fine rulers of our house. I would request that Jesse and Natalie are both legitimized as true flame guards. I figured you would ask this, so I talked with Theodore before our meeting. Man, you talked about all this stuff. If that's their wish, it shall be granted. Jesse, Natalie, is this what you want? Before joining up with you guys, I was a broken shell of a man addicted to drugs. Now I'm a successful man who's still addicted to drugs. That won't change overnight, but I'll do my best to improve. I will quit the dust and work to become a decent fellow. Natalie will accept this honor. She'll work hard for her family. Together with her dear brother, yes, that sounds kinda nice. You have a lot of work ahead of you. I wish you the best of luck. I too will be watching over you both. Together, the four of us will manage. We will make sure House Flameguard rises from the ashes again. Alright, let's go, Mr. Beard. That's badass. I like how, what's-her-face, looks like she has Lynn's sprite in the left corner. Victoria of House Claymore, please step forward. House Claymore was once a powerful house possessing its own regalia, but after falling into debt and losing the regalia, they fell on hard times. We're gonna try to get it in the next one. The Claymore, I'm assuming, is what it's called. For several generations, the Claymores have been seen as a lesser family. I cannot restore your lost regalia, but I can forgive your family's debts. Oh, so you're getting to the part where it becomes bullshit? The last couple chapters are brutal in that game. At least on Maddening they are. Consider it erased. May it be the first step towards restoring your house. You will never again have to marry off into other houses to pay your debts. Oh my gosh, thank you, Jaka. Thank you so much. My family will be beside themselves. I appreciate you. Forest King Garum, ride forward. You failed at protecting Bowdymon, get out. Using his knowledge of Centaur customs, Bowdymon bound you to our service. However, he died before he could forgive your debt, forever trapping your soul. Yes, it is my greatest shame. My honor is forever tainted. I will never join the eternal hunt in the great beyond. However, would someone close to Bowdymon be able to forgive his debt on his behalf? His family, maybe. Bowdymon treated me like his brother. Our bond was thicker than blood. On his behalf, I consider your debt paid. You may return to your people, Garum. Aman Tal Varash, thank you, Jaka. You have shown me a great kindness. When I return to my tribe, I will speak of the bravery and honor of humans. Never again will we attack unprovoked. That is the promise I make to you. Lastly, I wanted to give my thanks to those not native to Andaron, because we're tired of all this stuff. Yeah, the story's kind of bad at the end. Yeah, let's just talk about everybody, because I don't want to do everybody at a time. Thank you for fighting on our behalf. We owe you a debt we cannot repay. Yep, I agree. Lady Helga, you helped us when your grandmother revealed her true self. You even sacrificed your life force to give Ilonda the extra time with us all. My opinions on the Northerners have improved greatly since meeting you, as have my opinions on you Southerners. Dragonkin Tendaris, I will never forget what you did for the nation of Andaron. I am hopeful that our countries will keep their good relations moving forward. Give it a few hundred years and I'm sure you'll forget all about it. But I'll enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Somnial parts are the most annoying. It's like an hour and a half every time. And lastly, King Darius, I will admit I did not trust you at first. Even well into our campaign, I still held my share of doubts. Oh yeah, so... Ahmed is Morgana's husband, I think. Yeah, that was what they told us. However, you have since proven to us that your word is solid. Thank you for Styxia's aid. A good king must keep his word, and I intend to be a good king. I look forward to opening up trade with Andaron. May it bring us all prosperity. Anyway, that's enough talking. I've said everything I wanted. Tonight we will hold a feast to celebrate our new king. You are all welcome to join us. All hail King Amon, Lightbringer, who's also darkness. Long may he reign. Hail King Amon. Hail to the king. May he reign long, whatever. I snuck away while the others were celebrating. Time to take a long nap. Nope, here comes the general. Oh, are we doing, like, the romantic stuff for A supports? Isabel, what are you doing here? You're not the only one who likes to sneak away during celebrations. That's how we first met, wasn't it? During Baldymon's 18th birthday. Both of us stumbling into each other in the castle gardens. Both of us? You stumbled into me. You were drunk as a hooligan. That's not how I recall it at all. Well, I suppose I was a little inebriated. Didn't I try to kiss you that night? You did indeed, before Baldymon found us. Only time I've ever seen him slap you. What can I say? I was drunk and you were a woman nearby. Yeah, the most attractive thing I can say about you is you were a woman who was nearby. Really? Ladies' man Jaka confirmed. Sorry you had to endure that. Wasn't so bad, you know. I kind of found it flattering. You found me being drunk and trying to kiss you flattering? In a cute sort of way, is that so wrong? I suppose not, but then again, I've never seen myself drunk. Anyway, Jaka, you remember that one time you told me to find a husband? Yeah, how's that going? I was hoping you could tell me. You did give me this ring. When did this happen? Oh, maybe it was the Ace of Port. Indeed, and I meant what I said. Isabel would love to marry you. Oh, you're serious? It was this easy? I thought it would be more complicated. It doesn't have to be. You like me, I like you. That's all there is. Besides, it's not like Bowd is around anymore to strangle me for trying to kiss his cousin. If he was, he would be overjoyed to see his best friend furthering the steel line. Wow, okay. I guess Jaka's confirmed having... Well, he did say he wanted kids. He was never close with his real brother. You were the brother he chose. Yeah, you're right, Isabel. Love you too. Hooray! Yeah. It was one of those things where it's like, I'm telling you what to do because I'm worried about you. Oh, why are you... Oh, you're gonna go talk to... Better get this out of the way. Let's go talk to the 2 jail cell people. Holy shit, you went through a lot there. Fucking jail cell murder. Jaka, I heard you wanted to speak with me, so here I am. You've got 5 minutes. Thank you for coming to see me. I won't waste any of your time. I want to know what's going to happen to my child. We finished discussing that. Here's what we're going to do. We will raise your child together with King Amon as his sibling. I'm sure Amon will appreciate having some real family members around. Oh, thank the divines, I am grateful to you. In time, your child will know the truth about Mortimer, about their father. Not before they're old enough to handle it, of course, but still. Will I have any contact with my baby at all? Your trial will determine how long you spend in here. I wouldn't get hopeful. You are probably going to spend the rest of your life behind bars. As for your child, when he or she is old enough, we will let them decide. Maybe they will come down to see you. Maybe they won't. It's their choice. May I please ask you something else before you go? I don't imagine we will see each other again, so now's your chance. Shoot. What was Mortimer's final moments like? Did he say something before he fell? He said some things, yeah. He tried to explain himself. Most people do that when they're at death's door. And after hearing his reasons, do you still hate him? Strangely enough, I don't. Does that mean he was able to make you see his side of things? I understood why he did it. But so what? He hurt and killed a lot of good people. Not my job to judge the snake's actions. I came here to chop off his head. Its head. Don't you understand that evil acts must sometimes occur for the greater good? I'm not here to debate ethics. I'm a soldier, not a philosopher. If you hurt my friends or family, I'm going to hurt you back. It's as simple as that. So you don't care about Morty's warnings about the coming demonic invasion? I've been to Helheim, where I faced down a demon overlord named Asmodeus. His voice echoed in my head and chilled me to the bone. I will never forget it. I know that demons exist and that they pose a threat to all living things. Knowing that, how can you justify killing the one man who tried to save us? Because I had no way of knowing he would ever stop once he was done saving us. Maybe Mortimer would eventually turn into a demon himself. Maybe he already had. Mortimer was never a demon. I believed in him. I still do. Which is why you're in this cell and will be for a long time. I only wish you knew the gravity of your mistake. We all make our mistakes, Brianna. I'll live with mine as you will yours. Looks like your 5 minutes are up. Alright, let's go talk to Spear Garden Betrayer douchebag. We're gonna get those chests. Wow, he looks more buff than he did before. I must say, there's a delightful irony in the choice of my cell. It felt right to put you in here. Almost poetic justice in a way. You can't keep me locked up forever. I'll find a way out of here eventually. I have too much sway with the nobility. They'll never let me rot in prison. Maybe back when you were still considered a great hero. Now everyone knows the ugly truth about you, Alexander. Your reputation is ruined, and it was your only shield. We shall see, Lord of Lances, we shall see. I look forward to proving you wrong. One day we shall meet again, I'm certain. I hope I'll never have to stare at your smug expression again. If you do somehow manage to get out of here, I'll kill you myself. That's a promise, Alex. So the mercenary thinks he's my equal? We shall see who has the last laugh. Well, I did defeat you the first time. Huh. Few days of celebration go by and soon the festivities come to an end. Now it's time for Jaka's companions to return to their homes and families. Jaka begins by saying farewell to the native inhabitants of Malfrak. Sophia, Coulter, this is where we say our goodbyes. I hear some rumors you two plan to go to Holtmeyer. I got some business I gotta finish up here in the slums. We'll take a few days. Then we both plan to head east, yeah. I think Coulter's got a girlfriend over there or something. I can't wait to get going. Knock it off, Thea, that's not it. I think it's safer there. Coulter's not wrong. The war may be over, but Malfrak will be dangerous for a while. It'll take time to restore order to the city. Until then, the streets will be dangerous. I plan to return to Holtmeyer myself in time. He has Assassinate and he has 30 speed. No random dude is gonna kill him. Cool, maybe we can meet up, have a drink at the bar. I'd like that. You two look after each other now and take care. Be seeing you, Jaka. Goodbye. I suppose you'll be returning to your infirmary, Harriet? It's sadly still in ruins, but I got some friends who will help me rebuild it. I patched up a few limbs in this city, so I'm owed a favor or two. That's good to hear. I think you'll have plenty of work in the months to come as bandits do damage. Indeed, for as long as we have cities, we will have idiots who get injured. They're not going to patch themselves. Theodore has promised that you will get some assistance from the Crown. You should see some supplies arriving at your infirmary within a week or so. And he better be keeping that promise, otherwise I'll give him an earful. If he doesn't write a letter to me, I'll straighten Theo out for you. Good. Alright, Buggy, see you later. Burp! So, Buggy. Yeah, you want something? Just wondering what your plans are. Hell if I know. You gonna quit stealing? You gonna quit being a pain? I don't think so. Well, there you have it. That guy's hopeless. Well, that was fun, I guess. Whatever. Have fun over there, Buggy. Guess it's time for me to move on. Oh, it's this guy again. I thought I was hearing a familiar voice outside my tavern. My listening skills have leveled up nicely, as it were. We've begun rebuilding this place. It'll take us a while, though. It's still in a sore state, but we have a few tables and chairs. Come and have a drink with us. Thank you for the offer, but I should get going. It's on the house. Well, when you put it like that, I never say no to free. Then it's time for Jaka to say farewell to his Viking friends from Hornheim. Get on that ally boat. So this is where we part, ways for now at least. Indeed, this looks to be the case. From here we can sail home. Once we ensure our clan is taken care of, I will fly back here. Sigrid might lead the clan in my absence so I can stay here. I'll miss you weird southerners. I'll also miss you, Jaka. I hope you will come to visit us when you have time. I'll probably be busy, but if I ever get some vacation time, you bet. She's gonna come back. Like, she has to go over and make sure everything's settled, then she's gonna come back here and look after Alon. Same goes for you. Send a letter if you ever wish to visit Andaron. Helga should be able to fly you over here swiftly if she wants to. I don't mean to sully our goodbye, but I wouldn't get my hopes up. I don't know how long I have left. Could be less than a year. Big sister. I know, Helga, but it doesn't hurt to be optimistic, right? You can never know what the future will bring, so chin up. At any rate, I'm sure your clan will be happy to see you. If you had never come to Hornheim, grandmother would still be alive. Who knows what she would have done to our clan, to me, to Sigrid. I can never thank you enough for exposing her true self to us. Truthfully, I don't know what will become of Clan Scotty without her, but at least we decide our own fates now. That's all we can ask. Thank you, Helga, for being a loyal and good friend. Have a safe journey home. I haven't been on a ship in forever. Let's board it. I can't wait. Yay! Yeah, I agree, sister. Let's go home. This is where we all met back in the day. Fitting, it's also where we depart. Just standing here brings back so many memories, both good and bad ones. I feel sadness. Bjarki, Barrett, you two were the first Vikings I ever got to know. I used to think your people were nothing but stupid, violent brutes. To be fair, a lot of us are. At any rate, I hope you guys will be able to live decent lives back at home. We will manage. Should have used Bjarki. I mean, he's not bad, apparently. I just didn't want a good version of Dorcas. Yes, it will be good to see our family again. Bjarki Ragnarsson and Barrett, Olaf's daughter, have a safe voyage to Hornheim. I hope we can meet again someday. What will you be doing when you get home, Ralphner? I hadn't thought about it. I was so focused on my revenge. I suppose I'll continue to train to become a great warrior. Fighting isn't everything, you know. What about finding yourself a wife? Well, yeah, maybe sometime in the future. Her name might start with S and end with Ygritte. But, you know, whatever. Sigrid will be on the boat too, you know. A golden opportunity for some flirting. Goodbye, Jocker. I gotta go now. Don't want to keep the boat waiting. Yeah. You lot set sail without me. I'm staying behind. Are you sure, Halfdan? How will you get home? I said go. I got plans here with the little Lancelord. What? Wow, they left right away. Okay, Halfdan's gone. Bye. Okay, Halfdan, you are absolutely certain this is your wish? Yeah, only never became whole, Daniel. I've lived a long and glorious life, but I can feel myself getting old. Had I stepped onto that boat, I know I would have perished in my bed. My friends are waiting for me in the halls of Valhalla. I wish to see them. I understand. Are you ready? I am. Let's do this. At long last, a worthy death. I'm glad. What the fuck, man? Sorry, I missed a vital strike. Do you want me to end it now? No, it was an excellent strike. I can feel my life ending. Do-do-do-do-do-do. What if I have no weapon on? Like, do I just not attack, or do I punch him? I do not fear pain. That's good to hear. I hope this is enough to send you off. Indeed, I see now before me the eternal halls of glory. My old friends are cheering for me, welcoming me home. Yes, this is what I wanted. This is a Viking's death. Thank you, brave warrior. I am grateful. I'll make sure to burn your body as per the customs of your people. Enjoy your eternal feast, Berserker. You've more than earned it. A few days later, holy shit, Jaka and his draconic companions from tonight passed through the majestic Emperor Mountains. How long is this ending, man? Do you guys recognize those cliffs? I'm pretty sure this is the place. Indeed, this is where we first met. You, Baudimon, Ilonda, and I. It almost feels like yesterday. 5 to... We might have to play like Mario Kart or something. We'll see. Or some other game. I don't know. We'll see. To me, it feels like a lifetime ago. What are you talking about? Well, I do view time a little bit differently to you. From here, it is not far until the Tomatin border. I suppose this is goodbye. Goodbye for now, you mean. We will meet again, Jaka. Maybe I'll get bored of being a king and simply run away. I could hide at your place. Andaris. It's a joke, Jaheira, a joke, so you say. I still think you should come visit us. You can transform and fly over. Imagine the shock of the nobility if a dragon lands outside the palace. Of course, I want to see what kind of a man Amon grows up to be. Hurry and be good. I'll get to know him properly, as well as his children. And their children's children, and their children's children too. I would like to think that this is the beginning of a long friendship. That Andaron and Temet will be fast allies from this point on. But I suppose that is wishful thinking. I know how things tend to turn out. In a few years, the Andaron's nobility will begin to squabble and argue. I suppose we can believe in it together. Just two stupid fools daydreaming. We should get going. You're no fun, Jaheira, but you're probably right like always. Jaka, it's been a wild ride. Have a safe journey home, my friends. May Pirion guide you there safely. You may be, and may the Divines watch over you as well. Well, it was fun, little Lance, man. You were pretty strong for a human. I might not forget you right away. It's probably as big a compliment as I could expect to get from you, Marion. I'll take it to heart. Safe travel. I don't need to travel safely. See ya. And lastly, Jaka says goodbye to his allies from the desert nation of Styxia. She did, yeah. Frieza's eternal enemy. We're finally beyond the Infernal Pass. From here we can follow the river home. I must say surprised. Okay, you decided to see all your foreign friends off first. Don't you have better things to do? And oh yeah, true. Andaron is still a bit unstable after all the chaos. I wanted to ensure your safety. Besides, a windless Pegasus Knight will be here in a bit to ferry me back home. Just a second. walked enough for 2 lifetimes. Puny little mortal lifetimes, hardly even worth counting. Well, I suppose this is where we part. It's been an experience, Jocko. Hopefully we will meet again soon. You're still serious about maintaining good relations between Styxia and Andaron? Of course, our 2 nations could only profit from a mutual friendship. I will make sure to send envoys and write King Regent Theodore often. Trade caravans will soon start to roll through the infernal pass. I will say, though, it's a real shame you didn't claim the Silver Throne. I think you would have made for a much better ruler than Theodore. I disagree. I wasn't born to rule a nation. Theodore will do a much better job. Well, I shall do my best to get along with him now. Think your father will stay dead? What will you do if he comes back? His resting place is bolted shut and magically sealed for good measure. I'll make sure his crypt is guarded both day and night in case. Yeah, he'll just come back and he'll just sit there because he can't do anything. And if he comes back, we'll just whack him again. Yeah. Very well, have a safe trip to Kadim. I hope your reign is long and prosperous. Oh, I assure you it will be. Suppose I'll be leaving too, Jocko. This is goodbye for now. So you're not having second thoughts? I'm still a bit surprised you're going. I thought you despised Styxia. I do, but I also know my family's still alive. I need to find them and see if they're okay. Maybe they were sold into slavery as well. I might be able to buy their freedom. Just don't get your expectations up. You might not like what you find. Don't you worry. Once I find them, I'll come back to Holtmeyer. When I do, I'll buy you a drink. How does that sound? I'll keep you to that promise, Aisha. Come back to us in good health. Hopefully with your family. Goodbye, Jocko. Try not to miss my dancing too much, will you? I know you'll cry to yourself to sleep every night missing me. Still don't know how I'm gonna manage without you. Guess I'll drink more. Well, if you ever come visit me, I'll give you a show at a discount. How does that sound? Very tempting. You take care now. You as well, sure. Goodbye, Jocko. Thank you for watching Dari's back and keeping him safe. That will be your job from now on, Capri, so stay vigilant. There's many sneaky people in Styxia plotting behind his back. Oh, you bet. I'll make sure nothing happens without him knowing. He's lucky to have such a capable retainer. I hope he knows that too. Safe travels, Capri. You as well, Jocko. Goodbye. I'll miss you. Oh god, these guys. Come. Make sure you two keep up. We have no time to waste. A large army from Styxia is on its way to invade Andaron. They'll be here soon. Wow, an entire army? That's incredible. Not to worry, Master Ferdinand. I'll face it head-on like a man. You guys got this. That's what an alpha male does, dying to protect his homeland. You fool, we won't be dying, not today. I plan on unleashing my true power. I will send those undead Styxians back to the grave where they belong. Finally, a chance to observe Master Fergal's true power. You guys, I think your information might be a bit outdated. What's that? Some kind of silly insect buzzing around my ears? Be quiet while I'm addressing my pupils. It is important that they listen to me. Yeah, he's blue, yeah. I mean, the first time he's ever been blue. Elmo, have you brought enough water for our trek through the blazing desert? I haven't, because a true alpha male is supposed to suffer through the heat. Dehydration only makes you stronger. Spoken like a true person who's dehydrated. Excellent, I've taught you well, my pupil. You will soon become an alpha sage. Oh, God. I hope their, like, post-thing is that they died. This adventure will turn me into a true expert. I'm so excited. Enough talking. Let's head towards Styxia. This way. We head to the east. Guys, Styxia's to the south. You know what? Can't be bothered. Probably saved their lives anyway. So many allied units. I like how he lives right beside an arena. I'm finally home. But this is where Jim died, though. Rip Jim. Ah, and we're done. Dude, this fucking game, 10 out of fucking 10. Super great. It's probably it might be the best Fire Emblem I've ever played. Maybe. Radiant Dawn is still really good. But this game is really good. And there's gonna be a prequel coming out at Christmas, and then there's probably gonna be a third game that comes out eventually. That's gonna be really long. About Amon and the other kid. There's no way they're not gonna do it if they can. still, I mean, the game was... There were certain chapters I really were annoying. Were really annoying. Yeah, me too. We'll see. Yeah, I could see that. I could see using both of them too. Okay. After the war, Jaka and Isabel got married and eventually had a daughter together. Jaka kept his promise to Yolanda. Together with his wife, they visited the palace often. They became like second parents to Amon. Wait, he lost twice? Does that mean he died twice? I guess they kept track of it. Coulter and Theo returned to Holtmeyer and opened an orphanage together. They took care of children, ensuring they'd not have to steal to survive. After overcoming the differences, Angelus and Zari toured together as performers. Angelus sang, Zari danced. Together they became famous all across the world. Mangs made this hack. He made some of it. I mean, I think he was the producer of it, but he had a big team who made it. Sham struggled to rule House Windlace and nearly fled his post several times. However, he kept facing his demons with the help of his pupil Runa. He now rules as Lord of Castle Malachor. So what, she just hung out with him? Shay helped as much as she could to rebuild her broken house. After the war, she was not the most outspoken or the most powerful, but she was the most dedicated. In time, she became more confident in herself. Good job, confidence. Christina sucked because I didn't use it. Eventually grew up to become a knight on par with her legendary grandfather. Her beauty and chivalry soon became the talk of everyone in Andaron. There's also a randomizer for this game, but I don't think I'm going to play it. At least not now. Holnet helped oversee several hospitals being built in the capital of Malthrak. She dedicated her life to healing the sick and also wrote many wonderful plays. Many men are still trying to court her, like Hubert. Hubert came back from the dead again. Lord Samuel paid a dear price for his betrayal, perishing in a dungeon, broken and alone. Wow. However, his family still honors his memory and chooses to remember him for his many deeds. I'm probably going to do some randomizer stuff a little bit just to break up the stuff, and then I might play Thousand Year Door with double paint on, like the new one. Theodore ruled Andaron with courage and wisdom, ushering in a vibrant golden age for its people. His compassion and chivalry made him loved by the people of Andaron. His reign was stable. He grew to love Amon as if he were his own. Fred returned to take charge of his family. He worked tirelessly to restore their name. In time, House Speargarden would once again be respected all across Andaron. Buggy gambled away all his earnings. From serving Jaka in 2 weeks, he was soon seen out on the streets of Malthrak mugging people again. I mean, he's gonna be who he is, right? Blazing Sword. Jeez. After having its debt forgiven by the crown, House Claymore rose to become powerful. Victoria kept her gentle spirit, but she grew to become more courageous and brave. Garum returned to his tribe, a hero, bringing with him countless stories and legends. He eventually unified all the scattered tribes into a single unified one, becoming known as the first king of the Centaurs. After the war, the strange Lightbringer monk vanished, but not before leaving behind a mysterious scroll full of knowledge, thought to be lost to the ages. Yeah. Bjarki returned to Hornheim. It's not an official game, where he retired to a quiet life as a woodcarver. He now lives in a hut along the sea, often looking out at the ocean, thinking of his wife and children. I mean, I guess that's fine. Barrett's feats of strength were so epic that she was constantly challenged. She thus decided to leave Hornheim to travel the world on a merchant vessel. Eventually, she became a great trader. What? Okay. Helga thought she only had a year left to live, but she went on to live for almost 5. Well, that's something. In the end, her life force was expended, and she was buried on top of Mount Frostmoor. Her friends and family visit her grave often. Okay, she got 5 years. That means Amon was like 6 or whatever when she died. After Helga passed away, Sigrid rose to become the new leader of Clan Skadi. She proved to be a wonderful leader, and was able to restore her clan's strength. Haley took control of House Ring, and restored it to its former glory. However, she soon grew restless, and passed off her duties, taking to the road to live life as a simple hunter. Kurt eventually returned to his family as Lord Wilbert of House Ring. How old is he? Once again, he worked tirelessly to correct what his sons had done. Though he grieved them, he is often seen visiting their graves. Tell them how terrible they were. No longer known as the Ashburn Butcher, Ariel was able to overcome her reputation. She's now known as the Ashburn Savior. For the first time in a long while, the people do not live in fear of their noble overlords. Jesse struggled to deal with his inner demons. He tried his best to rule House Flameguard, but the people were outraged by Alvaro's crimes and wanted a scapegoat to put the blame on. Jesse later vanished, and his house fell to ruin. What the hell, man? Good ending. Natalie tried to remain in House Flameguard, but the memories were too much for her. She eventually left and went back to travel the world to hone her skills with a sword. In time, she grew into a legendary figure. Well, rip House Flameguard, kinda deserved though. After the war, Aubrey resigned from her position and disbanded the Thieves Guild. At least that's the story people are being told. Many believe the guild is still active, operating in the shadows of Holdmire. At 69 wins, nice. Pandaris returned to a struggling Temet that was still recovering from a bloody civil war. His first years were turbulent and difficult, but he was able to get through them eventually. He's now brought stability to his nation. Well, good for him. Jahara sucked. No, she continued to serve Tandaris as a sworn retainer. It's rumored that she became his concubine, but it is difficult to know. I mean, he gets like 7 of them, right? So, you know, just pick whoever likes you, sorta. Miriam returned to Temet and took up work as a royal guard for King Tandaris. Many lazy days awaited her at the palace, which suited her fine. She spent her days taking naps, playing dice, eating and drinking. Eating and drinking what, though? Sassy cleric. Harriet returned back to her infirmary in Malthrak, where she continued her work. Even though she was old and tired, she never quit helping people in need. Albert lived his remaining days in the palace. When Ammon grew older, he became his teacher. He taught the young boy how to wield a sword, and also the history of House Lightbringer. Okay, he did what he's supposed to do. After a life of sorrow, he recovered his smile. Estelle was last seen in the company of Lord Ferdinand, traveling towards Styxia. Not the right way. It's rumored they ended up getting lost so badly, they ended up in Tibet. Yeah, that is east. East will bring you there. After returning home to his family for a time, Varg set out traveling again. This time, he opened up a portal to a new world, where everything was burning with a purple hue. What the hell? Why would you even want to go there? Darius proved to be an ambitious ruler, drastically changing his nation for the better. Yeah, killing off screen. He abolished slavery and opened up trade with comma Andaron, Temet, and Hormheim. Okay, whatever. Comma shouldn't be there, but it's fine. Ahmed served Darius well for the next 20 years, but secretly, the skeletal schemer laundered an empire of gold to pay for countless skeleton dancers. He is now being pursued by the law. He had 69 losses. Capri returned to Styxia with Darius and kept serving him faithfully as his lady of the courts. It was rumored that they were secretly lovers, but none could ever prove it. Yeah. Ahmed is Lich Queen Morgana's husband. Who knew? This game's really good, though. Aisha returned home to Styxia to find her family. In the end, she didn't find her mother or father, but she was able to reunite with her sister. She brought her back to Brandon, where she was offered a job on their merchant ship. I get you. Amelia resumed her studies on terrors and kept up her travels around Aurora. However, one day she mysteriously stopped writing to her family. It's rumored she may have perished, or possibly faced an even worse fate. Yeah. John tried his best to redeem the name of House Flameguard, but nope. But it proved to be a big challenge. The people were outraged and demanded justice for Alvaro's killings. And House Flameguard fell. Ashamed, John went into exile and vanished. Yeah, I'm planning to take a break. I also have to plan on what my team's going to be, because I don't think I can waste time. Madeline returned home to Castle Malachor and continued to serve House Windlace loyally. She's often seen visiting Jacob's grave, because I have to hit every lunatic objective as well. She now leads the Pegasus division of the house in place of Sham's cousins. She was the one with the... Oh, have you watched that episode yet? After Flameguard was overthrown by House Claymore, Cyrus and his Flame Knights left Castle Flameguard. Wait, it was overthrown by Claymore? And instead joined the Order of the New Steel Knights. Cyrus now serves House Steel. Claymore took Flameguard? Okay. Elmer eventually broke away from his master as a reborn alpha and started an academy for young males. Oh no. He now teaches them to embrace their masculinity and to strengthen their physique. Oh god, he became Andrew Tate, or whatever. To this day, scholars and historians debate whether Crixus existed at all. No sources can confirm or deny he was a real person, but rather some kind of inside joke. Yeah, he was pretty shit. They're dead. Come on now. Everyone in Andaron knows the story of Baudimon the Brave and Aelonda the Maiden of Light. Their story serves as hope for people that dark times will always come to an end. By Baudimon. Aw, Finn. And that's that. That is Andaron Saga. 10 out of 10. Really good game. I mean, I'll play Lunatic sooner or later, and then I'm gonna need to play the prequel game when it comes out in December or whenever I get to it, and then we're probably gonna have a third game in the future that is gonna be about Amon and Mortimer and Brienne's kid as they deal with the incoming demon invasion with no regalias because they're all broken, and shit like that. So, super great game, 10 out of 10, and we still haven't, like, we haven't played the if you take the Dawn Caller, you know, we haven't done all that shit, so there's gonna be fun stuff to do. But yeah, as I said, I'm gonna take a break from this game for a while, because I have to basically plan out how every lunatic objective is achieved, everything I have to do to unlock 31X and 32, the party I want to use, the support group I want to use. You know, there's a lot of things that we want to do. You know. Well, then I gotta see that shit, you know? Yeah, so we're gonna get there. This song's underrated. Anyway, we'll be doing multiplayer stuff in a minute, if you guys are still down. We'll probably have to play Mario Kart, though, because we ran out of time. Yeah, everything, yeah. Dude, this whole game was, like, amazing. And they did put money into it. There were certain chapters I didn't like that much. Like, 24 was kind of annoying. The curse place was... 29 was really hard because of my party. Yeah. Yeah, I'm down for that. 17 in the void sucked. I hated that one. 14 was good, 7 was good, 21 was kind of annoying. But yeah, it was... I think 29 would have been easier if I had the regalias early. Like, I would have been able to just wander around. Anyway. Alright, I'll be back. I'll just set up really quick. Thanks a lot for the patience, everybody. And as I said before, the plan is probably next week I'm going to do a little bit of randomizer stuff. Just to kind of break up the monotony. And then I'll probably play Paper Mario 1000 Year Door for the Switch, the remake. But I'm going to make it so that I get double pain as early as possible. So that, you know, and I'll do all the bonus content and everything. But I have to have double pain on. And I'm probably going to set a rule where I have to put HP in last. And there might be some other restrictions I'll put in, depending on if it's hard, you know. Yeah, I'll probably start with OOT. Yeah, so we're going to have fun with that. It'll be kind of relaxing, too, for the most part. I mean, like, double pain might suck at certain instances, but it's not going to stress me out as much as this game. Even though I love this game, like, I would, like, think about it at night. You know, I'd be like, oh shit, how am I gonna do 29? Oh yeah, you know, and I might even, like, ban certain badges. I don't know. I'll think about it. But the main two rules for now will be double pain as soon as I can get it, and HP has to be put in last. Anyway, alright, I will be right back, guys. Talk to you in a minute.